What up, guys? It looks like they decided to release both units at the same time. That does work a bit better for me, so it's whatever. Anywho, let's just get right into it. I peeped them a little bit earlier while I was heading to work, so very interesting. Also, it did turn out to be Aid instead of Moran. I don't mind. I actually would prefer Aid anyways, so there's that, but dude, she looks really good. Holy crap. Jesus Christ. Also, I'm pretty sure you can turn this, like, focus sniper thing off. I'm gonna have to turn that off for these units. God damn. Not bad. I like that one. I like the little chibi shenanigans. It looks pretty goofy, and the last shot is pretty nice. Anywho, so here we have Aid. Aid is a supporter, sniper, burst 2 iron. Looks like she has, what is that, 6 shots? And I mean, this looks normal. Anywho, skill 1, Agent's Gaze. Activate. Oh, I didn't really zoom in. I guess I don't really have to. Oh, I will anyways. Give me 2 seconds. Fuck, I didn't do that. Oopsies. Anywho, skill 1, Agent Gaze. Affects when launching full charge attacks on targets within the effective range. Affects all allies. It's an attack of 15.2% up for 5 seconds. And then when attacking with full charge, she buffs her minimum effective range, and that's called Spy Lens. It stacks up to 10 times, 4%, lasts for 5 seconds. Skill 2, Agent's Movement. Activates when landing full charge attacks on targets within the effective range. Affects all allies. Ooh, it buffs pierce damage? Okay, that's not too bad. Let's see, that is up 18.36% for 5 seconds. Activates only if Spy Lens is fully stacked, then she just gets pierce and attack up. Ooh, the problem is, so it increased pierce damage, but does it give people pierce? I actually wasn't looking at it when I checked it this morning. Let's see. Anywho, her burst skill, cutting edge agent equipment cooldown looks normal, which is good. Let's see, affects self, minimum effective range up 55 for 10 seconds, and then she gives allies an attack buff and a pierce damage up. Now, originally, I thought I saw she gives pierce, but it looks like she just buffs pierce damage, so I do think pierce is very good in this game. This year, I don't think they've been putting too much stuff into pierce, as in they haven't been giving units that much, but Asuka, when she came out, the first wave, she had pierce, and she was pretty good as a fire attacker. So, interesting that she can buff pierce. I mean, she'll be good for Alice. Alice is going to get a lot of pierce damage up from this. Let's see. I kind of wish she gave pierce. You think that would be too much? Also, I wish instead of giving herself this minimum range effectiveness, maybe she'd buff minimum range effectiveness for everybody. So maybe like her on a shotgun team would be kind of interesting. I'd have to double check who has pierce. Dang it. I was under the assumption that she gives pierce, because I believe you need to have pierce to take advantage with this. I don't know if this will affect, everybody. I feel like you're going to have pierce for this to actually take into effect, but interesting. I don't know if she'll even be doing this much damage, though. She has all these buffs for herself, but, like, she's a supporter, so I'm not really sure how that would work. This is pretty nice, though, this attack buff. As a burst, too, I mean, she doesn't have any util, unfortunately, like healing or shielding, but she looks like she has a lot of attack up. Does Killer Wife give pierce? I wonder if the move would be her and Killer Wife, burst 1 and burst 2. The problem with dumping a lot of snipers on your team is, I mean, obviously, if there's specific skill checks or whatnot, it might be griefed if you have like 5 snipers on your team, but that's besides the point. Okay, I mean, she looks interesting at least. I don't know if she'd be too crazy. I do like pierce damage. I think pierce is really good in this game, but they haven't been delving into that too much this year, so it's kind of wonky to try to explain it, I suppose. Oops, I didn't bring this up. Let's see. Also, Milk. Oh my goodness, fire. I definitely think Milk. I don't know, actually. I might faint this celebration, dude. We're getting some tomboy scenes back that I didn't know I was missing. I guess we haven't had some of that stuff in a while, and Milk's here to deliver. And then Bay, we got some tan line action too. I might faint while I'm doing the event videos. Yeah, both of them are snipers. I might have to turn off that sniper thingy though, so we can actually see the action. Oh my god! Dude, okay, yeah. I think that's the winner. We have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. I definitely think Milk's first animation is a bit better. Also, what the fuck was that? It was like a little... Oh, can I pause it at the right time? Is she wearing a... Oh! What is this face? Oh, man. Oh, does she reload during this? Whatever, doesn't matter. I guess I can check that in-game. Anywho, dude, that first animation was fire. What the fuck? I think that was better than AIDS, to be honest. Let's see. So Milk is a attacker, sniper, burst 3 iron. She has 6 shots. Reload. How was her reload? Looks normal. Okay. Her skill 1, embarrassment suppression, activates when performing full charge attacks. Ooh, gains pierce for 6 seconds. Okay, when she full charges, she gains pierce. You don't want to spam on her like some other snipers. Good to know. When full charge lasts for 0.5 seconds or more, and self is not in the embarrassment state, affects self. She gains embarrassment. And let's see, performs a forced reload at reduced reload speed. Okay, increasing attack capabilities and dealing distributed damage instead. Okay, so when she activates this, it'll force reload her and it'll take a really long time, but she'll gain a damage buff and then distributed damage. Okay, interesting. I wonder how she'll work on the maid anchor and maid mass team. Anywho, she gains a fuck ton of effects though, Jesus. So affects all enemies to 90% final attack as distributed damage. Oh, wait, she gets rid of her... Oh, wait, no, that's his bullets. I thought that said debuff. I'm tripping. So she gets rid of all of her shots. Yeah, that's what it already said. Affects self, fixed reload speed at 50%. Oh, okay, so it's only 50%. I wonder how substantial that would be. Definitely, though, I think giving her the reload speed cube might be pretty nice. It'll bump out a lot of this stuff. Let's see, force reloads. Yeah. Okay, a lot of these effects are just like the reloads thing. And then she gains a 118. Oh, for 40 seconds. Wait, that's a lot. What the fuck? So if this is active, will this stack? I don't think so, right? I don't know. See, anyway, skill 2, outburst. Activates only when in embarrassment status. Affects self. Pierce damage up. Oh, wow, 64.7% up. Activates only when in overconfident status. Affects all enemies every 2 seconds. And some final attack as distributed damage 447. How do you get the overconfident? Oh, her burst. She gets pierced. Okay, so I guess the units are quote-unquote meant to be used together because, you know, here we have Milk having pierce and buffing her own pierce, and then Aid will also buff Milk's pierce. Ooh, I wonder if Alice... What does Alice give? Alice gives pierce, correct? I'm going to quickly bring that up at the end after let's peep her burst skill right quick. Her burst skill, embarrassment explosion, cooldown 40 seconds, looks normal. Let's see, activates self. It procs this overconfident effect. Let's see, gains immunity to embarrassment for 10 seconds. Okay, and then pierce damage up 117, and then attack up. She gets a lot of attack buffs. I wonder how substantial that will be. I mean, she looks not too bad. I do think the bunny units are usually pretty good. I think last year's bunny units were kind of mid, though, because one, Soda was shotgun, and I think the shotgun team at that point was kind of ass. And I feel like it still needs some work, but it's not too bad. We have Drake's Treasure and Tove's Treasure plus the new Dorothy. I think the shotgun team isn't the worst nowadays, but I do think the Alice bunny wasn't too good either last year. I don't remember too well, though, because that was when I started to play the game. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of not aware of a lot of stuffs back then, so for the most part, these girls seem fine. Let me quickly bring up Alice, because I'm curious. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, here we are with Alice. So it's it boosts charge speed. That's what she gives. Charge speed. Yeah, she gives herself pierce, right? Effect self. Yeah, she gives pierce. Yeah. It's this that she gives. Charge speed and charge damage. I mean, this won't be the worst for Milk. You're gonna want to get her at max charge, that is, as much as you can, because that will help her kit out. Affect self-attack, yeah. Okay. I mean, pairing her up with Alice wouldn't be the worst. Does Red Hood give Pierce? I'm stupid. I don't have Red Hood, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really aware of this too much. Does she buff anybody? I think she just buffs herself. Beast Cage is her burst one, so that doesn't matter at all. Affect self. Yeah, never mind. Looks like none of this matters. Because I know the pairing, if you pair Red Hood with Alice, it's not too bad for that charge speed. Okay, never mind. I was thinking of something else, I suppose, but so far it doesn't look too bad. I think Milk will be interesting. I don't know if this force reload thing will matter too much, but I'm curious on how she'll work without aid. I think they do want you to use aid with her since she's gonna get a lot of value from the pierce damage up from her. But if you run them with the maid girls, I mean, she's gonna get buffed a lot of this distributed damage up. I guess her burst skill isn't really too big on distributed damage. It's just these two that have all that stuff, but interesting. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, while I was at work, I was just thinking of potential teams we could do. If the reload speed kind of griefs her, maybe with the Crown? Maybe Crown plus her. I don't know. I guess I'll just brainstorm some stuff. Maybe I'll peep on the Reddit, see what some people are cooking up on there. For the most part, though, I think maybe her plus Alice might be the move. I don't know. I'll have to see how much this reload speed cucks. Definitely give her the reload speed cue, though, if you're going to go in on her. These units aren't limited, so they will be put back into the pool. And since that's the case, I'm not going to lie, I probably won't summon against my better judgment. I'm not going to lie, those previews really tickled my fancy. So it's going to take a lot for me not to summon. But we do have the reruns, the summer ones, that will come out soon-ish. They did preview that in the event thing. They have like an event preview thing. We'll watch that after this. But yeah, they should be put into the regular pool after they end. And unfortunately, the absolute units aren't even in the regular pool either. The only ones that are going to be put are Emma and Yunwa, which I get, but dude, oh my god, Vesti's banner is still going on, so they're not going to put her into the pool, which sucks. So I'm definitely not going to be able to use my ordinary recruits until probably Anniversary. But on the bright side, I'll be able to put these girls. They should come out to the wish list by the time that's done. So I'll be able to try to go for the absolute units, and then these bunny units is probably the move. And then plus we have the fucking Resident Evil collab on the horizon, and then, you know, Anniversaries in November. Yada, yada, yada. Anywho, let's peep the preview. This looked nice. Oh, that was loud. That scared me. Okay, we're looking good. It's in Japanese. I don't care, bro. How long is this? 155. Oh yeah, and then the Rogue Gotcha. I forgot it's previewed on here. Fire. I love this part, by the way. She covering up the tummy. Oh my goodness. Aid knows how to do it, bro. Oh, my milk is so fine, too. Fuck, I really want to pull on them. I can't, though. I must stay focused. We must stay focused. Oh my goodness, Bae. Also, the jiggles on those are devious. I don't know if that's how they work, by the way. They're rerunning the costumes, though. This is pretty nice. I think I missed out on the Viper one. I might just buy that one, too. Here's the reruns. I'll definitely be going for the ones I'm missing. Oh, yeah, so here we go. They did do a whole, like... What is this? Like a map? Like they did for the past bunny events, so I was definitely right on that. That's not too bad. This is the mini game they're previewing? Okay. What the fuck? This is kind of goofy. It's like parkour, but it kind of looks like Jetpack Joyride. Am I dumb? Also, this says tower. Something about the tribe tower. Yeah, I think they're increasing the max stage, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even fucking near the max stages. Fire. I am having high expectations for this event. Oh my god, the Bay skin. I already talked about this in a bit in the other one. I'm kind of torn because one, Bay Bunny Fire, but that means that she probably won't get a Bunny alt for at least a while. However, she could still get the summer skin. So here's the game plan. We can have a volume for the Bunny event next year, or the next time they do it, and then Bay can get the swimsuit skin, baby, and then we're gonna be rich. I think that's definitely the move. But not too bad. The third preview that they had where it's like guess the bunny girl turned out to be a gotcha skin for Rogue. That's good. I thought it was going to be a third unit, which I'm not going to lie would probably be bad, and that was scared me, I'm not going to lie. But from the previews, this event is looking very promising. I'm so happy with these units. God damn it. It's going to take some real willpower to not summon, but I mean, I guess I can scratch my gambling itch by summoning on the reruns anyways. I'm going to go for the Rupee, the Anne, and the Neon. Those are the ones I don't have, so I definitely want to pull them just so that I can have them in the like Wikipedia thingamajigger just to fill them out, just so that I have. The collector in me is feeding at the thought of not being able to get some units. Granted, I'm still not going to be able to finish that until they rerun the Chainsaw Man collab, and then once they rerun that, then I'll probably have everything filled out. So we will wait for that. But anywho, these units don't look too bad. I guess we will just wait and see. Milk looks pretty interesting. I was going to complain about it being another attacker, but I feel like Iron as a team could definitely use more options. I thought the Stellar Blade collabs weren't the worst options for Iron, but I wouldn't mind having more options for that team. Maybe even the anniversary units can be that. Maybe that'd be too much. What would I even want the anniversary units to be? No, Electric doesn't need any help, and I don't think that would be a good idea. Definitely not Fire. I wouldn't mind it to be Wind, Iron, or Water. I actually wouldn't mind either of them. Hopefully it's one of those. If it's Fire or fucking... what did I just say? Fire or Electric? That probably isn't going to be the worst. Anyways, I'm rambling. Let me just fucking finish so we can be done here. Alright, well, I think that is it. Let me know what you guys think about the new units and their scales, and if you're excited for the new event to drop. I'll go over the update details once the maintenance is over, which, fuck, I didn't check when that was. Dang it. I believe it should be Wednesday night for me, around the same time. When is the same time? Like 7 p.m. PST on that Wednesday, or 9 p.m.? I don't remember. Fuck! Check the Discord around the time the maintenance starts. It's probably the best bet to check when the maintenance starts. I didn't bring it up, and I'm not gonna lie, even converting it to my time is kind of AIDS, and I kind of don't want to do it, but anywho, I think that's it for me. So I will catch you guys later.